Generation X was built this way. Okay, so what we're going to take a look at is how the education system of the United States sort of came around and why that's important when it comes to Gen X. So, first, we have to go all the way back to the 1700s. And so you have to picture back in the 1700s, if you look at this map down here at the bottom, this is Prussia, right? And you see it's surrounded by all kinds of chaos. Germany isn't even a country yet. It won't even be a country for another 100 years. And so this whole area, everybody's constantly jockeying for position and fighting. This is total medieval Europe action going on. And so this guy over in Prussia, his name is Frederick the Great, he decides, the best way to deal with all this new stuff going on, everybody's trying to get all anybody's face, try to, compete with everybody. We want your land, all this, and everybody's getting a little bit more technologically savvy, that we need to have smarter people. Smarter decisions equal better outcomes, regardless of maybe lesser quality of whatever they might have. So to maybe make up some of the gap they had, he figured, let's just smarter. So he came up with this whole thing about we're going to have this. What do we have here? It says the system introduces bells, schedules, authority at the front. So now we have a teacher teaching in front, establishing structure and discipline and public education. So this is the first instance of a Now, there are other instances you could say, if you go back to like Rome and Sparta and all that, they did have like where they put them into, like particularly with Sparta, they take the young men and put them into these they'd be raised as warriors basically, and there'd be some educational value in that. You also have situations where you have monasteries and things like that, but these are going towards particular aims. One is strictly for war. The other one is, to be in some devotion to God or some calling of faith. And then this one was just to really meet all of those things to some degree, to really support the explosion of just prosperity in the country with better equipped workers via training. And so their model emphasized order and uniformity, mirroring its societal need for a disciplined and organized population. So then after that, so that goes raging on. Of course, we have the revolutionary period in France and in the United States, 1700s. Here comes the 1800s. Of course, then we start to have more problems happening. We have more wars coming in, more technology. We have, Napoleon go through. Then we have the Crimean War, the Mexican-American War, vice versa, flip backwards in time. American Civil War, and then up to this guy here, Horace Mann, who decided in the 1870s, I believe it was, it might be in the 1880s, that we need to really fix it in the United States. We can't these little one-room schoolhouses running around on the prairie, they're one thing. But what he decided to do is we needed to adopt this Prussian system, as you see here. And so basically, this is where American education becomes standardized. All right. So this is where you have grade levels, you have teachers, you have uniforms, and you have schools that are being built, as you can see in these pictures here. I got it on two screens here, folks. You can see now we have this one actually looks more like the one-room schoolhouse, but you get the idea. They're starting to have more buildings there. You get a full-blown building, teacher in the classroom, all of that. So what we've done now is we've taken the wild person and made them more, smarter, disciplined, tell them exactly what to do. And now we're getting a little tighter on that, a little bit more discipline in it. And so now fast forward to the next major person that had something to do with us,